Okay, buckle up. I'm going to talk you through how to prepare matcha. So the first thing is to familiarise yourself with all of the different utensils. The first thing you need is the matcha bowl. This is called a cha one. You need the matcha whisk, which is called cha sen. And this little spoon is especially for the matcha, and this is called the chashaku. You'll notice the first half of that word is chash, much like the name of our tea company. Now, I'm going to cover matcha in a number of different videos because it's very complex, it's entirely unique and unlike all other types of tea. But this will be a very brief overview of how to prepare it. So we'll talk about the astonishing health benefits, how it's made, and all of the other aspects of matcha in separate videos. This one will just look purely at how to enjoy it at its best. Now, first thing is the temperature of the water. I preheated this. You want the water temperature to be anywhere between 40 and up to 75 degrees, no higher than that. And now again, in a separate video, I'll talk to you about why that's important and how it affects the flavour. But for now, just so that you know, you really want the temperature of the water. If you're a beginner, I would suggest that somewhere between 70 and 75 degrees. The next thing is how much matcha. We need 1 gram, which is a heaped spoon from the matcha spoon. So you would take it from the packet, but I keep mine in this little jar here. So if you can see that, it's 1 heaped matcha spoon, and that's approximately 1 gram. But important thing to do before that is to heat the bowl. Much like when you're enjoying any type of tea, you want all of your teaware to be warm before you drink from it. And we'll cover why this is important in another video. So now that the bowl is nice and warm, we can just pour that water away. That's the 1 gram of matcha. Now, another important thing to consider is the amount of water. This is one of the 3 key aspects of how to enjoy better tea. So again, for a beginner, you probably want about 70 to 80 millilitres. That's a slightly thinner matcha, which is called usucha, or you can have even less water than that and produce a much thicker, almost syrup-like drink, which is called koicha. So you pour the water in, and you'll see if your matcha is of a good quality, it'll be this lovely, vibrant, rich, grassy, dark green. If the colour of the matcha in the water is a sort of soft, light, greyish, sort of chalky colour, then I'm afraid you probably want to invest in a different matcha. So it will be a bit clumpy. So the first thing we do is to just gently twist and turn the whisk in the water to remove all, or at least the very majority of those clumps. There we are. And again, you can see, in fact I can smell, it smells incredible. It's just a shame that it doesn't carry through on the film, but at least you can see the colour. Now this is the most important part, where we're going to whisk it. Now you need to do this firmly, but not aggressively, and just hold the bowl still. Like this, and if you can imagine, you're effectively drawing lots of capital M's or capital W's, depending on which way around you are. And the idea here is to create a nice frothy, creamy head on the matcha. But the important thing is you don't want to aerate it, so you don't want any bubbles sitting on the top. So I want it like that. Lovely lighter green head sitting on the matcha. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'll pour that into a glass so you can see how it appears. So you've got the lovely, rich, dark, vibrant, bright green, but a lighter green on the head of the matcha. Magnificent. And that's it. That's how you make your matcha. And if you have one or perhaps two of those a day, you'll be fully energized, but you won't have any of those nasty jittery shakes that you might get from other caffeinated drinks. So that's it. That's how to make your matcha. It's very, very simple, very easy to make, incredibly healthy, and very tasty too.